Hi Pisces, Pisces placements. Welcome to your daily reading. We're going to have a look and see what you need to know at this time. We could talk about what the day is about for you, or it could talk about something that hasn't happened yet, giving you a bit of a heads up, or it could pick up on an ongoing situation, giving you some advice. And we're using the Cat Full of Spiders tarot deck. This is Christina Ricci's tarot deck. Big chunky box, shaped like a book. Yeah. So we'll be using this deck to go through today's reading. And you know the deal. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Thank you if you have. All your support is greatly appreciated. It makes a huge difference to the channel. We're getting close to 50,000 subscribers, which is just mind-blowing for me. But very exciting, so thank you. All right. Let's see what's going on for Pisces placements. At the time they find this video, what do they need to know for their highest good? Your weekly reading has been posted. Members, you have your extended. And stay tuned for the July monthly. Oh, Judgment. Do you know what's interesting? I just did the weekly reading for all signs on my other channel, Advice to Think Twice. Judgment flew out of the deck as well as I was shuffling. So that's interesting. So some sort of big decision or big announcement is coming in. For you, it's the daily energy, so it's coming in faster. All right. Let's see. It could also be some sort of epiphany, some sort of aha moment of I know what to do now, or I get this now, or I understand this now. I'm also seeing something around languages. So maybe you've been struggling with a language barrier, whether it's in your personal relationships or something you've been trying to apply for or investigate or look at foreign websites and trying to translate things. It just feels like either you're finding someone who can translate for you and everything now makes sense, or you're figuring out, okay, so these when they say this is what they mean. This word means this, and it's just giving you that breakthrough moment. Okay, so let's see. Daily energy and advice for Pisces placements. What do they need to know at the time they find this video? Okay, let's see what we got going on. It's got cats and spiders on the back if you want to get a closer look. Okay, bottom of the deck we have the Eight of Wands. So breakthrough, things picking up speed, a lot of messages, communication going back and forth. This could be flirty messages. This could be creative. You're inspired and you're messaging with someone. I want to do this and this and this, and they're giving you more ideas, or they're giving you the information you need to get whatever it is you want to get done. This could be a lot of short distance trips taken at this time. A lot of online work, research. Okay, busy bee kind of day, but fun, creative, spontaneous. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles in the current situation, and this talks about team effort, collaboration, cooperation. This could be some sort of group chat that is getting started at this time, or you're getting added to it, or you're starting it. I don't know if it's with friends or family or work, or people you're working with on a project or something. But I'm seeing this as a group chat or a group or a team call, video call, or a get-together, and it's like brainstorming with this energy as well. You could be in communication with friends, family, people you work with, and it could be, for fun or just catching up or socializing, but it could also be to do with a task, a goal, a project with this energy as well. There's definitely news of growth, expansion, increase when it comes to your resources, your money. I don't know if other people are telling you we can support you with this, or other people are pitching in for something for you. This could be if you're selling things. This is a lot of orders happening at the same time, or some sort of bid if you're taking part in it, or you're selling the thing and people are bidding for it. I don't know. What's going to challenge you? We have the Emperor, Aries energy, father figure, manager, authority figure. And as a challenge, this can talk about rigid people or rigid structures, stubborn people with this energy. This could be some sort of, I don't know if you and other people are working together to try to stick to someone's rules, follow someone's rules, or please this person, or this authority. Here, for those of you, if you're not working with other people, I do feel like other people are giving you guidance, though, if you're not actively working with them. It's some sort of application or bid or forms you have to submit or presentation you have to give or pitch you have to make. And the challenge is that you're working with an emperor. They can be fair, but they don't have a lot of time. They lose patience easily. You have to stick to the details. You just give them the facts, okay? Don't overbear. Don't give them too many details with this energy. But you could be a little nervous or a little intimidated, and that could be the challenge here. Or for those of you, you might be working with someone who is too rigid, and there's a lot of back and forth. Now, this could be, I'm seeing like planning permission. I'm seeing law. I'm seeing legislation. I'm seeing allowances, like, how high something can be or how wide something can be, something like that. And there's a lot of going back and forth, applying, reapplying, submitting something, correcting it, resubmitting it, because this is something that's very strict. There's no in between. There's no, technicalities. Like, it has to be whatever is dictated, okay? And that could be a challenge, but it can be achieved. What you're going to see, think, experience on the conscious mind, we have the Fool. So this is fresh start. This is excitement. This is taking a chance, taking a leap of faith here. I do see, if you are in this mindset of you're just very excited to get something going, to get something started, I feel like this is where other people are telling you, that's great, good for you, absolutely, we support you, we back you up. And this is where it gets real, so to speak. Okay, this is where now you're researching, you're talking to other people, and they're saying you're going to need this needs to be done first, there's a timeline here, there's a queue here, you need to submit here. And it can be, with the Eight of Wands, a little bit of information overload, because this just feels like you just had the idea and you're just very excited about it. And if it were up to you, you would just get going. But I feel like this is where other people are telling you, you can't just do that, Pisces. There's a law around here. There's a regulation to follow. This is how things are done here in this family, in this community, in this place of business, or, legally, this is the process. And it can feel a little bit too much. But that's the dynamic here between the Fool and the Emperor. All right, in the foundation, what it's all about, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is about job change. This is about relocation. This is about changing your status. This is about trying something new, and you're very excited, and you just want to get going with it. I do feel like this could be someone or a group of people sitting you down and saying, Pisces, that's great, that's amazing. But it's almost like curbing your enthusiasm a little bit, where you're going, that's great, you're going to need all this enthusiasm, you're going to need all this energy to keep going, but there is a process that you need to follow, okay? So don't get discouraged, Pisces. I don't think someone's trying to burst your bubble. Absolutely not. I feel like someone's really trying to help you in the sense of telling you what the law is, telling you what the regulations are, telling you what, and it's like things that you don't necessarily want to hear. When you're in the Fool mindset, you're like, can I just get going? I just want to get going. Because there's the excitement, and there's the momentum, and there's I'll figure it out as I go. But whatever this is, there is structure around it. And the risk of you just jumping in is you get it all done, and then you get a visit from the law or whoever the authority is, and they're telling you got to knock it down because it's not done to code, it's not done to regulation, or, something like that. So I don't see this person trying to burst your bubble. I see this person as genuinely trying to help you, Pisces. And I know it's not stuff you particularly want to hear at this time, but maybe that's an opportunity with the Three of Pentacles to join forces with the person that is trying to talk to you about the regulations, right? This could be, I don't know, an air sign friend in your life, or an earth sign friend in your life. I'm seeing like Virgo in particular, where they're really good at this stuff. Like, this is their bread and butter. They're really good at this. You're the one with the ideas and the excitement and the enthusiasm and getting people together. So this is an opportunity for some of you to team up, and you're going, you know what? Why don't you take care of that part of it? I'll take care of this part of it, and let's do this together. That could be what this is about. The recent past, we have the Seven of Swords. And with the Seven of Swords, this is strategy. This is, I feel like Pisces, you might have been working on something, you might have been doing something, and this is like in secret or not really talking about it, or I'm not quite sure if this is the proper process, but I don't really care. And if I don't ask, I won't know. Having plausible deniability in a situation. And it's gotten to a stage where people can see it, or people can know about it, or people can tell other people about it, and it's almost like this is someone talking to you about, let's just cover all your bases and just make sure this is to code, just make sure this is legal, just make sure this is right, so that even if the authority figure is looking in on it, they got nothing to say, right? So this is really cool. For some of you, what this is you're going from amateur level, whatever, fill in the dots, the blanks, amateur level to official, professional. And this is someone helping you make that transition. Okay, it's really cool though. In the outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is what I'm talking about. We're grounding our enthusiasm. We are grounding our excitement. How? By putting it in a plan. Putting it in a plan. We're not just going for it gung-ho. The Fool with the Knight of Wands can be very impulsive. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes they just come across as reckless and they mess things up. This is Earth sign in your life, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or this is someone kind of helping you get into this energy, into this mode of, that was fine when it was just you, or that was fine when you were doing that as a hobby or as a, nothing official. But now you've reached some sort of threshold where it's like, now you do have to care about the code. You do have to care about the procedure. You do have to care about what the law says, And this is someone helping you, like telling you, this could be an accountant, and they're telling you, listen, we don't have to tell them this bit. They don't care about that, but we do have to declare this and this and this. This could be someone sitting with you saying, listen, you're now making enough money. You might as well register as a business, because otherwise they can come for your money and they can come and tell you that you owe taxes or whatever, right? It's the boring things in life, but Pisces, it ensures that you get to keep your earnings, or you get to do things to code to where you don't have any repercussions down the line, okay? So this is making the plan, Knight of Pentacles. Like, okay, we know what we're doing. I'm still excited about it. I'm still enthusiastic, but I also know what the procedure is. I also know what the proper steps are. And I know for a fact that now I can just go forward with my idea and my enthusiasm because the details have been put in place. The structure has been put in place. Does that make sense? That's really cool. So I don't know if you're now looking at doing a big project in the house and decorating and remodeling, and up until this point you've been doing things on your own, right? Fixing little things here and there, but this is something big where you wouldn't need planning permission, or it's that kind of energy. Or running a business from your home, and it's like, you didn't call it running a business, right? Because it wasn't running a business in your mind. It was just something you did in your free time. It was just a hobby. It was just a this or a that. But it's making you enough money now to where it can catch the eye of the taxman. It can, do you know what I'm saying? And so this is now someone sitting down with you saying, okay, this is the bare minimum you need to do for this to be legal. I'm going to be honest with you. That's the approach. Okay. With the Seven of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands, this is what you need to show. This is what it needs to say. This is what we need to declare for this to be legal. Okay. Beyond this point, they can't say anything because we're to code, to regulation, right? So you could be looking at, this is covered. Now you can go nuts, right? This is really cool though. So I don't know what you're doing, but this is really cool. I also feel like for some of you, someone's sitting you down and saying, I don't know if you want to like start a relationship with someone, move in with someone, get married, and maybe you're talking about eloping and whatnot. And this is someone in your community, in your family, sitting down with you and saying, your family would really love to be there. Your family would really love if you did things in the traditional way, right? Because that's the difference, the Fool versus the Emperor. It could be something around, asking for or whoever the bride is, asking for their father's permission or their family's hand, or permission to ask for your hand, or whatever it is, right? It's that kind of energy. It's like, okay, Pisces, that's great, but that's not how this is typically done. Usually, this is what is done. Usually, this is what the process is. If you're joining a new community, if you've just moved and whatnot, and this is you just being you, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's like a gated community or a very private community or a very exclusive club that you're now a member of, and someone's just very friendly, okay, sitting down with you saying, Pisces, that's great, and we love to have you. And you did things your way with the Seven of Swords and the Fool when you were not attached to this, when you were not part of this. Now you are, so there's just little tweaks, just to make sure we're compliant, or I don't know, you may have to wear a uniform now, whereas in the past you didn't, but now you're saying, well, now you're officially a member of, so you may have to wear this badge, you may have to wear this uniform, you might have to, do you see what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's clarify for Pisces. Three of Pentacles in the current situation. The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. This is a new family for you. So new community, new work family. Someone new in the family. Something like that is coming in here. For those of you, this is your long-term goals, your long-term gain. This is generational wealth and abundance. Okay, this could be something to do with marrying into a family, and maybe, I don't know, they're kind of elite, or they have their very specific traditions, and it's just someone telling you need to learn about this, and you need to at least be aware of it, if not follow it to a T, but you have to be aware of it, right? Something like that. You're just being introduced and being shown what the rules are, what the guidelines are, that kind of thing. And that could be romantic, in the romantic sense, where you're meeting someone's family, you're joining the family, but it could also be some sort of work family or some sort of association you're now part of, and again, someone's sitting with you and telling you what the guidelines are, but it's something that's going to be very prosperous for you, so it is worth taking the time to go through it, right? It's like the starting a new job and you have to do the training and you have to do the induction, and you're like, can I just get on with it, right? But they're saying, this is stuff you need to know, this is stuff you need to be aware of, because maybe you need to sign something to say, I've done this training, right? Could be that energy as well. The Emperor as the challenge. We have the Four of Wands, another four. Yeah, Pisces, you're starting something that's really great, really prosperous. It will be very stable, very abundant for you, but it does have rules around it. It does have regulations around it. And today is all about someone showing you, explaining to you, introducing you. And it's worth taking the time, is what I'm trying to say. It is worth taking the time to gain awareness of these rules, of these traditions, of these maybe superstitions for someone, right? Because that allows you to then be creative and run free and do what you want to do, but you have that awareness of what the parameters are, so that you don't go overboard, so that you don't do anything wrong, so that you don't do anything that you're then going to have to go back and fix because you didn't know about it in the first place. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is all about setting something up from the go, and then you can run free with it. We have the Fool in the conscious mind. Magician. Yeah. So this is like the next step. This is like, okay, what are my resources? What are we working with? What are the boundaries? So someone is showing you, I'm definitely seeing you being introduced or inducted or taken around a place and given the lay down, okay? It's our land up until that point. Or in this office area, we can sit anywhere, but that area is off limits. It's just that kind of thing, so that you don't just sit anywhere and get going with your work, which would be great, and then someone comes in and tells you got to move, you can't sit here. And then you have to pack everything up, it interrupts you, you may lose time, you know what I'm saying, okay? With the Knight of Wands in the foundation, Page of Cups. This is really cool, Pisces. This is something, it's something new for you. You're very excited, okay? You just want to get going. You just want to go all in, and that's fine. But this is, the Knight of Wands is just pure enthusiasm and excitement. The Page of Cups is the idealism. It's just being run by emotions and just going with it and just jumping in and enjoying it, right? Unencumbered, the Fool, unencumbered. But whatever it is that you're doing and whatever it is that you're starting, it is something. I don't know how else to put it. You're going to have to tell me if this resonates. It is something that does have a rule around it, a structure around it, legislation guiding it, okay? Someone's personal rules, the person in charge that has their own process and how you do things. And someone is sitting with you and just explaining these things to you, introducing you to these things so that you have awareness of them, so that you can, it's almost like not waste your energy and not waste the potential, right? Because if you're just doing whatever and then it's not within these rules, so then I feel like this is something where you could get disqualified. If you don't know the rules, you could get disqualified. And so then it's just a waste of your effort, and it's a waste of your enthusiasm and great ideas, because they don't count because they're not as per the rules. Do you see what I'm saying? Seven of Swords in the recent past. We have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, so there's been a change in your recent past. There's something that, an invitation, an opportunity, a door opening to you, an idea you got as to, what you wanted to do and what you wanted to pursue, a new person you met, and it really sparked your passion. It really sparked your creativity, okay? And you just want to go all in and jump in, and that's great. I just feel this. Let's make sure it's done properly, Pisces. Let's make sure everything's aligned correctly. And then go nuts, Pisces. Absolutely. This isn't someone that's trying to stop you. This isn't someone that's trying to blow, burst your bubble. This is someone who sees your excitement, who sees your enthusiasm, who sees the things you can accomplish. And they're trying to help you by making sure that it's going to count. Okay? I also feel like this is someone talking to you about, Pisces. This is something you've been doing in the shadows, in the background, and it's amazing. And I want to get this in front of other people. I want to tell people, show people what you've been working on, because I can get you money, I can get you investors, I can get you support, I can get you government support. But in order for us to do that, we have to do these forms, or we have to declare this, or we have to set this up. What do you think? And it's a case of someone's really trying, like this could be an agent, this could be someone trying to represent you. They really do mean well, but they have that detailed vision and that understanding of the rules that maybe at this point in time you don't have. Maybe you don't even care about it. But they're saying, I can maximize what you're doing by making sure it's as this structure, is as per this regulation. And we can maximize it. We can make you more. We can get you further. We can get you seen. We can get you published. That kind of energy is really cool. So like I say, it's worth the time to look at what the rules are around what you're trying to do. The Knight of Pentacles in the outcome, we have the King of Wands. I'm loving this because you're going from the Knight of Wands to the King of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. You see what I'm saying? So it's like maximizing. Knight of Wands is, they run rampant and they have a lot of creative ideas and they have a lot of enthusiasm. Some of it hits the mark, some of it is just wasted because it's not structured, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the structure that maximizes the energy and effort of the Knight of Wands, turning them into the King of Wands. Okay? So now all your effort is going to 100% reach the mark. There's nothing going to be wasted. Okay? This is really, really cool. Really cool. And the Page of Swords. This is the understanding of the rules, the regulation, the law. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is something to do with a personal business. For others of you, this is how you can move up the ladder of success when it comes to your career and someone trying to take you under their wing. For others of you, this is, it's like growing up in a relationship. It's like over here, maybe up until this point, you've just been dating or not interested in long-term relationships, not interested in marriage and tradition and that kind of thing, right? But recently you might have met someone, Ace of Wands, that really caught your eye, sparked your interest, your curiosity, your passion. And the more you talk to this person, the more you see a potential future with them. And it's like, okay. And then now it's like, okay, how do people do this? Like, how do you go about creating a stable relationship? How do you go about, what are the steps? What do people do? You know, um, and it will end. So you could be talking to, someone's father. You could be talking to uh, an authority figure in the family, or a pillar in the community, or someone who knows the traditions. Okay, maybe you're meeting someone from a different culture, and it's like, okay, what do I do if I want to date this person? What do I do if I want to let them know I'm serious? What are the rules? What are the traditions? It's that kind of energy. It's really cool though. Under the Eight of Wands, we have the Nine of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Yeah, see? It's like, hold your horses, make sure everything is as it should be before you make this offer. Okay? Because then you're going to be victorious. And then there'll be no stopping you, Pisces. There won't be start and stop. It'll just be go, go, go. Okay? And then we have the Devil, the Tower, the Star. Don't let pride get in the way. Don't let pride hold you back, right? If someone's trying to tell you what the rules are, they're not saying you're dumb. They're not saying you don't know what you're doing. They're not saying you're pointless. They're just saying you're not aware of this. Let me show you. Okay? So there's something there where don't let pride get in the way. Don't let your insecurities get in the way. Ask for the information. Ask for the support, because it's right there for you. Okay? And yeah, I feel like for some of you might be feeling a little sheepish because maybe up until this point you've lived life according to your own terms. You've done everything the way you wanted to do it. And it took a while for you to get to that point, and now you feel a little sheepish following someone else's rules, following someone else's traditions. That's the Tower with the Devil, right? This could be really great, but there is a process to it. So are you going to turn away from it because there's a process and you have to follow someone else's rules for a time? Or are you going to not let pride get in the way? Okay, be the Page of Cups, be that sponge of, okay, show me, okay, tell me. And someone's showing you and someone's telling you and helping you and guiding you. And then it reaches culmination, success, something stable, something that you want, right? This is like learn the rules so that then you can play with them. You can bend them if you need to. Work smarter, not harder in a situation. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that if you're following someone else's rules for a time that they own you, or I don't know what your beliefs are around that with the Devil, but that's what is your challenge, to change those, to break those patterns of thinking, and to look at it as, even if you are asking someone what their rules are, you're learning the rules, but then it's still your choice. And then you can play between the lines. If you know where the lines are, you can play between the lines if you need to. It's not a case of you're giving your power away to someone and you just have to do what they tell you. It's not what it's about. So it looks like there's a bit of a mindset shift that also needs to happen here. But Pisces, I really hope this helps. A really interesting reading. So I hope it helps. Hope it makes sense to you. Let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.